His name is Polight now. That's what we calling him, Polight. He up out of there, like, you know, that's it.
I know.
Them type of guys shouldn't even be living for real. Like, that's my personal opinion.
You messed up the name Pedialyte, cuz. You messed up Pedialyte.
You already said that. You said it already. Remember when I asked you, and you said he is going to jail, Sister Beth?
Yeah, he out of there. I told all of them that. I said he's out of there. Because the person that was putting the pressure on him was the girl, the mother. And I knew what time it was when I saw they went for a DNA. I said, oh, this nigga did that. Oh, yeah, he up out of there. He up out of there, you know, and it is what it is. And he lucky that he didn't get more than that for real. But, you know, he pleaded to a different type of charge. So he pleaded out so he won't have to, you know, come up out of jail and have to sign up as a, you know, I'm not trying to say all that on your channel, but you know what I'm talking about. As a CM, put it like that. And I mean, regardless, it still acts against a minor, like, you know, what he pleaded to, and that still ain't good. All that stuff ain't, man. Nah, man. You know, karma works in both ways. It's gonna work for good and bad. In this situation, karma got the best of him. It made sure, you know, when you do harm to people like that, I mean, a minor too at that, that's a mental problem right there. Yep. That's a mental problem right there. When you doing stupid stuff like that, nah, man, he need to go not only in jail, he need to seek help on top of that. But if I'm not mistaken, he got to take classes, et cetera, et cetera. So they gonna work all that out.
Yeah, so he's taking a class so he don't have to be on some crap or something like that.
Yeah, he up out of there. The whole point is he up out of there, you know. And if the mother feel like she got justice for, you know, what happened with her daughter, then, you know, so be it. And, you know, or they could go back up and try to get, I heard there's other charges coming up too. So I'm just getting at my desk. So I'm not sure what happened per se. I didn't hear it, but you know, people was calling my phone, but I was on the road. Like, I already knew. I knew what time it was. I knew he was up out of there. That's why I ain't want to be associated with none of them fools. I ain't want to be associated with the conscious community, none of that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. If you notice, there's always a pattern. The majority of them folks always got a whole rack of women around them.
Yep.
And they claim that they all their wives. Anytime you hear something like that, that should be a red flag off the break.
Facts.
Something wrong mentally with them fools.
We've seen it a lot of times with all these guys, man. Let's just be real with it. Every single one of these guys, man. Every single one of them. Sorry, but it's the truth. I've watched
That's why I don't play them type of games. I have 3 daughters and 2 sons. You touch any of my children, you better hope the police come find you before I do. You better hope. You see, where I'm out, right here, where I'm at, where I'm located, we don't go to jail for killing somebody. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I know that's right.
When it's self-defense, in this case it would be, you up out of
there. See, I'm gonna be quiet, Dane, because you absolutely right. I was protecting someone, and you can't do nothing about that because they couldn't protect themselves.
Yeah, and see that situation with his situation. I mean, I hate to talk about that because every time I think about that situation, the way he did to that little girl, I hope them, man. Oh man, there's so much. Let me calm down. It's gonna work out, man.
Listen, they gonna handle that. He not gonna make it. He not gonna make it, bro. They gonna.
When he get up in on, man, listen. I hope they find out and recognize who he is and take care of him right in there.
Bro, this is a big case, bro. Polight is known. He made himself known. He did all this bullshit. Trust me, when he get his ass up in there, he gonna be scared like a motherfucker because he know he not gonna make it.
But see, it's not like he going to federal. He going to state, from what I hear.
Damn.
So he ain't even going to see federal.
Oh, wow.
You done been to jail before. If you go to jail with some bullshit like that, you might not make it out.
I mean, but that's state, not like federal. Federal is where he gonna have issues at state. I mean, well, Florida, you know, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not trying to, man. Listen.
Nah, Dane.
My whole point is this, man. He shouldn't have did it. And whatever come to him, he asked for it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Damn.
He asked for it. And people was having his back. And all I was doing was sitting back, watching everybody's motives, watching everybody's moves, how they're gonna react to the news that was coming out. This happened 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. I sat back and waited just to see how people was going to move. If they were still supporting this guy, still following this guy, still looking up to him after this came out, and you already know his history of who like his so-called master teacher is, and the obligations that ended up being true because he went to court and had to do time. Monkey see, monkey do. The apple don't fall too far away from the tree.
It don't matter if he just go to county jail. He better watch out. Man, listen, they heard the mom. Come on, bro. Listening to that mom. This shit is all over.
The mother spoke?
Yes. He ain't gonna go nowhere, bro. She spoke directly to him. Directly to him. She said everything she had to say. She didn't hold nothing back, and that's why she ain't been talking. Because when she let off and she said what she had to say to that man, bro, any man in prison who heard that shit, we all know these niggas got cell phones and internet.
Oh, man.
So I'm telling you, bro.
I'm pretty sure she let him have it. I can't wait to hear.
Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God. He can't go
man, I already know. And honestly, I told my wife, I straight up said, because she was wondering why everybody kept blowing up my phone. I said, today's the day that he going to jail. That's why they blowing up my phone. Like, you were right, Dane. You were right. And I did not know that the mother spoke, but anything she say gonna make everybody feel a certain way about him, and that won't ever change. I'm just so glad that I did not get tied up with none of that bullshit. I'm glad I have my children. I'm glad I have my one wife that I've been with for years. I'm glad I'm not, oh my goodness, man. That right there is evil. That's and I want to say more than evil, but I mean, damn, what's more than evil? He is the epitome of what they tried to portray that conscious community out to be, and people didn't see it. This the reason why I ain't want to get involved with none of that. That's another reason why I ain't sell my soul for a check. Okay? I ain't sell my soul for some popularity, some fame. Oh, for some females, some pussy. Listen, I'm telling you, these people are out there. How those Masons work, or however you want to call it, gatekeepers, whatever you want to name. How they work is in this fashion. If you do something wrong on your own, that's one thing. If you do something against their will, that's another. Either way, it ain't no good coming up out of that. None. And that's what I said to myself. I said it's either one or two ways. Either he did something wrong to somebody that's up higher, or he did something wrong to somebody within his circle and it's falling right back down on him. Crashing and burning. I said that 2 years ago. I said, hell nah. That nigga kept sending me friend requests on Instagram. No.
Get out.
No. Yeah, I got the screenshots.
Oh,
I got the screenshots. Like, nah, that's not happening. See, I want y'all to understand that these people, it's people out there that's like that would do certain, that will portray themselves as so-called leader, but they got a whole lot of stuff with them. A whole lot of stuff. Mental problems. Number one, how can you fix yourself to touch a child?
Yeah, a baby.
But you put online that you got a whole rack of women around you. And you stoop this low when you got, allegedly, you got options of grown women? But then you got to think about it. What grown woman you know mentally is going to agree with being with a whole rack of other females with her on one man in America? Something wrong with her mentally. I mean, I'm not throwing blame on the woman that just went through that situation, but it was more than one woman, okay, that agreed to being with this one individual. Now, I know how much it costs to take care of more than one child. I had 5. But to take care of children and more than one woman, You ain't got enough money for that. Something gonna crash or burn, one way or another. At that point, it's beyond how good your sex is. It's about how you gonna provide for them.
Facts.
And something happened to you mentally a long time ago in order for this to take place. Because what is done in the dark comes to the light eventually. You can't hide it. He was that way for a long time. Ain't no way in the world this just came out the blue. This just one of the ones that we were finally able to know about. Just imagine the times, see what I'm saying? Are the ones that we don't know about. Notice how the women that he surrounded himself with was young in the mindset. Whoever he can manipulate is where he penetrated their life and affected them in more ways than one. Those type of people shouldn't even be in jail. They should see electric chair, a bullet to the head. They shouldn't be here. That's the type of person I am. That type of evil should not exist within our realm.
I agree.
Keeping this fool around, lingering amongst, I mean, I know they probably are. I hope they do get him in state. I hope they do. Because I know it's a whole different ball game, federal. But hopefully they get him in state. Hopefully. And they'll be kissing him as soon as they get in there. As soon as he get in there. I hope they don't do that. I hope they treat him how he asked to be treated. Based off of his actions. They're going to turn around and say they dropped all charges. I'm talking about bragging that they dropped charges. The day before he took the plea. In a technical sense, some charges were, I hate the way he did that. Because in the technical sense, some charges were dropped. But it was based off of which plea deal you were going to take. Okay, you don't take that, we'll drop this part, but this portion you got to accept. But he made it seem like all charges were dropped. I knew better than that. When I'm talking about prior to that, when the courts made him take that DNA test and everything came back positive, I said it's over. It's over. And people were protecting him. Oh, let's wait till this come out. Let's wait to see. You don't know. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. All I needed to hear was the DNA came back positive.
Yep.
What more do you need?
Fact.
Because if I swear to God, he wouldn't have let that go to trial. Because if that would have went to trial, he would have did way more than what he doing right. I think they said 7 years.
61 years.
60. He wouldn't have seen the light of day if he would have went to trial. He knew better than that. Because he was guilty the entire time. And you know what's another thing? And this is the reason why I don't want to associate myself with that particular crowd over there. You know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
Because there was more than one person that knew he was guilty. Years ago, before this situation happened. This is what I don't like. You hiding, you protecting these type of people.